Okay guys, I'm back again, bringing you that profile, dripping in them DDDs. Alright, start right off. 3 of your DD Savant Kepler. Now, here's your, pretty much your play starter. Get him, get your spot trap, and go off. Pretty simple. See your whole engine with him. This guy, and scale, get your special summon, he gets special summon, you get another special summon, all these special summons can come from graveyard, and big boy. Yeah, amazing. There you go. 3 of your slime boys. Now, use them from hand with another DD, go into a fusion, that or banish them from the graveyard and bring out a DD monster from hand. Your fields can get pretty big, especially with the new Master Rule coming up. Now, DD Necro Slime, his big thing is pretty much use him from graveyard to go into a fusion. Real easy. Just banish him and one other DD monster and bring out a fusion. Here's your main tuner of the deck, DD Lamia. Pretty easy to bring her out, especially when you just pop a DD card on the field. I think it's either DD monster or contract, I think. Yeah, so send one DD or a contract and bring her out. Very easy, especially when you develop your board. Thomas, you could scale him, and yeah, it's pretty awesome because you can recycle back your Kepler and get your plays going with him. Plus, Kepler gives you a huge scale, so you can pendulum some out some big guys. And plus, if you open up with 2 Thomas and able to search out a Kepler or either or, you can get another Thomas. Then you can proceed to special summon out Thomas and bring out another level 8 to give you a free XZ, which then you bring back the Kepler that you had in scale back to your hand, and then use it to search for anything else so you can further your plays, which is just amazing, especially with the Gilgamesh. Oh my goodness. There's your Armageddon. Now this boy is just beef. 3,000 body. And yeah, if you were Genki the field, he's not going to leave. You have to target him with an effect to get him to go. Pretty awesome. I'll play 2 of the tuners here. Now this just make up for names. I could play more speed in the deck, but honestly I wanted the tuner to go along with the big synchro that I'm playing in the deck. Besides using that, it's for Gilgamesh to bring out. Vandy's Fiend. This thing is awesome in this deck. You do not need your null summon a lot. You can special summon a bunch of times. I mean, your normal summon is usually your Kepler, and you don't normally need your Kepler. This deck is just amazing when it comes to ratio and finding ways to play. If you have 4 cards, then you know you got at least 2, 3 plays. It's pretty awesome. This deck's really good. DD Crow, Dark Target, and yeah, I can hit things out of the grave, banish them, sniping them. So yeah, they don't get their chain or they get their effects, and outchain them. Sphere mode. And this deck doesn't have a problem getting around like singular bodies or whatever, outing a lot of fields because they got big bodies with nice effects. So sometimes you need sphere mode to pop up to kind of save you from somehow your opponent getting a big field on you. So that's great. Ratio, Horatio, here we are, 3. Usually Keppers search this and then this to search out whatever, but if you don't have Kepler, then usually you can use this to search out your Kepler to get you the other spell or trap or whatever the monster you want. I mean, this is one of your prime pieces. This is for your fusions. Just two, so don't break, but you definitely want your fusions, and this will allow you to pretty much additionally fuse out of hand, graveyard, anywhere pretty much. Just amazing card. We'll go with the 3 Allure of Darkness. Keep the ratio, keep the speed up. We already have all the cards that we want to see pretty much, so we just need to fly through the deck and make sure we see them. Pot of Desires. Ooh, Desires. Please don't ash me. Let this thing resolve so I can win, because having a hand advantage wins games. Trade in. Like we're saying, we're just trying to speed up the deck, and you need to search out an 8 pretty easy in the deck. So if we don't wind up with one in the hand, we'll just search out one and we'll speed up the deck because it's worth it. A lot of the cards are pretty good in grave anyway. Regeki, yeah, because it's just a strong card. Foolish Burial, because there's too many monsters that just, ooh, it's too good. Too good. And then, yeah, you're 1 for 1. Like you're saying, get your play starters, your Lamia, your Kepler, and yeah, it's free, man, especially with things you want to see in the graveyard still. I mean, it's perfect. Big bodies, you can keep summoning. Yeah, either you take from your opponent or you keep summoning out your stuff, which is just amazing because you got big boys with great effects. Keep going. And then this. You can flip this up during damage calculation and punish your opponent for having 1,000 over that they didn't expect, or, you know, you can just discard one of your DD cards or contracts and pop a face-up card on field, which is also really good. Spot removal. And we're going on to the extra deck. That's it with the 40 card right there. So we'll play the Gilgamesh. This boy's hot off the press. Yeah, so he'll give you mad reoccurrence. You don't really need the links anymore going into the new format, but he'll give you the pendulum zones that you normally wouldn't have, especially when you go later games. So either you can pendulum summon something that is actually in the extra deck or from your hand, or it can set you up with multiple plays because like I said, Thomas and Kepler has an amazing play together where they can summon and pop and search and continue, and the other one has a scale effect that allows you to spell summon. It's just amazing. So this card's completely versatile in this deck and raises the roof of it. Nice reoccurrence given. Your opponent gives you like 2 monsters. You can attack, take the weaker or lesser or the stronger one, however you want to do it, and continue the attack, or I think you have to reinitiate the attack. But you have the other monster, and yeah, it's amazing because you just run over your opponent's field. Too good, too good. Alright. 2 Genghis, or 1 Genghis, should I say. Now he's just like the smaller Genghis, which gives you the special summon from graveyard when you special summon out a DD monster. Plus it has a little negate effect, which is neat, and he's a bigger star, which will pop up if you want XZ and stuff. Yeah. And then Beowulf, another big boy that's cheap to cheap as far as resources to bring out. He has piercing, so you can really punish your opponent pretty decent with him. Your DD arc. Anytime you would take damage from your DD cards, as long as you're not paying, as long if you were to take damage, I think it's just all damage. Any effect damage would, yeah. So you just gain it. Any effect damage that you would take, you would gain, and you would take effect damage from your pendulum monsters you have in scale, and your spell and traps during the standby phase, 1,000 each. So this thing would gain you a bunch of life points instead if you'd taken it. 2 for your Genghis, because he's what you want to get into immediately to keep your plays going back and forth with your graveyard, to keep things reoccurring, and build your field up. Yeah, amazing. You just ramp your field up with him. And here's the big guy I was talking about why I'm running the other tuner. I'll say it's the extra name. Now this is just for pretty much the pendulum matchup, and for Gilgamesh to, if he gets destroyed by the opponent, go into him, and he's pretty well free and strong as can be. Anyway, we got Synchro Dragon at Crystal Wing. He wins games. Everybody hates him when he gets out. Too strong on field. Negate face up. Shut down your opponent's monster effects during the battle phase, and you can special summon out a pendulum monster, which then can usually get you some more special summons and continue your field, which is amazing. The Alexander, another one, if you were to special summon out a DD monster, you can recur another DD monster from graveyard that is level 4 or lower, so you can just kind of keep spamming out plays with him as well. Drop the King Caliuga, and you'll win a game. It's pretty easy. If you make him, his summon happens, all the effects on the field negated and can't be activated, and yeah, you can detach and blow up back row and pick away the field. It's just amazing. You win, pretty much, resolving him, bring him out and win. Titanic Galaxy. This is a card. This is easy to make in here, and absolutely should run this. Out of spell or trap? I'm pretty sure trap, right? No, just spell, but still strong. Even activated, so just take it and yeah, leave your opponent with nothing. And if your opponent were to attack a lesser monster, you can detach and have it attack and go directly to damage calculation, which nothing else can activate really, which is amazing. And then your one High King Caesar. Now the deal with the High King Caesar is you make him, and it's another pretty much auto win, because you have 2 solemn judgments in a sense, and how you make him is you gotta recur these guys back and then XZ. But once you do, it's pretty well game over. And that's it, guys.